Hope and Coffee. It's a new coffee shop in Tamaqua that is anything but ordinary. Yes, they sell lattes and espresso, but its mission in the community is to help recovering drug users get back on their feet. The nonprofit coffee shop provides jobs to people in recovery from addiction.
There's like nothing like this in this area at all for anybody. I think they kind of tried to brush it under the rug a lot with addiction, and I think now they're seeing that like some stuff's really happening around town, that they need to take action if it's going to be like an effort to clean it up together. And
What was once an old vacant building on Pine Street has transformed into a place of hope for many people abandoned by addiction, who are now looking for that second chance at life. With the help of the Tamaqua Area Community Partnership, the project was spearheaded by Lisa Scheller, a Tamaqua resident whose own past addiction empowered her to help others struggling to get clean.
It really is overwhelming. I'm so happy, and I feel so proud of everybody who did all of the work.
The shop provides daily support for those in recovery, and it's a place to socialize without being exposed to drugs and alcohol. Because one of the coffee shop's goals is to change the public's perception of recovery, they offer spaces like this one where employees and community members can come together for group meetings.
I'm going to be having like a women's group hopefully, and I just can't wait to give back and like offer support for people and whatever else that we can offer. And of course the coffee's good, but
Joanne Foss was the first employee hired through the drug court system in Schuylkill County, and she says,
I have a year sober on September 1st, so I struggled for 40 years, and I finally got it right this time. So
everyone at the shop is on the same page, hoping to make recovery a reality and a community effort.
Addiction has touched my life in multiple ways too that will affect me forever. Focusing on the positive, the recovery part of addiction, not necessarily addiction. I think that's what people, and the prevention is what people need to focus on, and I just wanted to be sort of like an advocate for that.
Lauren says she's worked in the restaurant industry for more than 15 years and is currently pursuing her master's in substance use disorder treatment.
A lot of people are in recovery and they don't know where to go. They don't know who to have a safe conversation with. They don't know where their place is in life. And here they can feel safe.
One of those people is Sika Brown.
You know, seeing that like right on the advertisement that they were looking for addicts or people in recovery, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna have to go ahead and at least put in an application and see what happens, because most places are just like, you know, they don't want anything to do with you.
Sika, who lives outside of Tamaqua, thanks Hope and Coffee for changing her life after a number of years struggling with addiction.
I was right at that point where I wondered if my son was better off without me. I wondered if the world was right, that because of my past, I didn't deserve to have a chance to make it better and to be happy and be able to raise my son and just have a normal life. I actually was put in prison, and on my way in was given the pregnancy test that I found out I was pregnant. So like that's just a little piece of like how bad it was, like seeing my son for the first time in an ultrasound while I'm like handcuffed and shackled. Like that's where I came from to now.
Brown says finding a job is so important to recovering addicts because it gives them a sense of purpose and allows them to be financially independent.
I've tried recovery so many times, and like every time it's like, okay, and I've even had jobs, but working somewhere where every day like I get to help people and I'm a part of this beautiful, amazing movement that is gonna save people's lives. Because you didn't just change like this like old addict who's like, you know, my life. I have a 15-month-old who now has the opportunity to be raised by the one who gave him life and to be loved by the one who loves him more than anyone will ever love him. And, you know, I just get to show him the world now that, I didn't know if I was going to get to do that.
Brown now has something to focus her energy on and hopes more shops like this one become available to recovery communities. In Tamaqua, Zinnia Maldonado, PBS 39 News Tonight.